Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the We Are Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Viral Viper, with my co-host,
Still Renegade Enigma.
So we are back with another week of wrestling. Anything to say about it? Anything?
It was okay. I feel like last week we had better wrestling than this week, but it wasn't bad this week.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but we'll get into that.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's start right at the top with Monday Night Raw. How did you like it?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Last week's Raw, I feel, was better than this week's Raw.
I don't know. So, Raw opened up with Control. And then we also found out the brackets for the women's tag team tournament. So the brackets are this: Tamina and Dana Brooke versus Io and Dakota, which happened on Raw. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Then we have Alexa and Asuka versus Nikki and Doudrop. That's another team. Then we have Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah versus Xia Li and Shotzi Blackheart. Then we have Natalya and Sonya Deville versus Nikita Lyons and Zoe Starks. That was random as fuck.
Exactly.
Like, that was random as fuck. Like, all of these teams, like, every one of these teams, it seems like they had no idea what they were doing. Like, the thing is, like, this is the thing. They have an idea of what their end game is. They just decided to go, all right, fuck it. We have no idea what the fuck this is, and we're just going to throw it at the wall. Because it's like they threw a bunch of random teams together, and it's like there's no cohesiveness with, like, who the teams are. And I know, like, on the Raw side, like, everybody on the Raw side is like, yeah, they're a tag team because X and X, like, they're close, they have something, X and X have. And it's like, yeah, no, that's all great. The SmackDown NXT side is just like, we're throwing randomness together. And, like, we all know where it's going to end, but it's like, it's just the most randomest bullshit ever. It's like, I don't know. Like, I'm not angry.
Thought out.
Yeah, I'm not angry at it. And the reason, like, there's a couple of reasons why this has not been, like, fully flushed out. Because, like, one, the whole Naomi and Sasha thing, they're going to wind up being the end bosses at the end of this tournament. And it's like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. But also, he's still figuring out who he's going to add to this women's division. And he's like, I have this person, this person, this person I'm going to add to the women's division. But I don't want to throw them in this tournament and give away part of a story that I'm going to put them in later on. And I'm like, all right, that makes sense. But, like, still, some of, like I said, the SmackDown side, everything on the SmackDown side seems randomly threw together. Like, Shotzi and Xia just, like, doesn't even seem like it should be a team. And, like, the Natty and Sonya Deville, they have history, like, as working kind of together. So it's like, all right, that makes sense. Aaliyah and Raquel seems thrown together. And, of course, like, Nikita Lyons and Zoe Starks is, like, completely thrown together. Like, it's just really fucking random. But like I said, we're still in the rebuilding stages, and people will be like, well, this is really dumb. Like I said, he's going to call up more people and certain people, but they're going to be plugged into storylines, not plugged into this tournament. This tournament is really an afterthought because it all winds up where it's going to go in the end. And, like, even something that happens, like, early in the beginning of the show, it's just like foreshadows that something different is going to happen. You're like, oh, okay, I see how this is going to go. And it's like, yeah, it's like kind of like this is kind of randomish, because we all know once all of this, like, pans out, it's all going to be an afterthought, and people are going to be like, whatever, what the fuck, that was a tournament that existed. Wow, we have all of these new things that are happening. Wow, this is great. Like, so it's like, it's not a thing to me. And, like, just like the AEW tournament we're going to talk about later, it's like all of it is an afterthought for what comes next. And I know, like, when we get to criticizing that tournament, like, all of it has, like, meaning, but like this one has no meaning because it's still in the rebuilding phases. So
Yeah.
that's why it's like, yeah, I mean, this because like I've seen a lot of criticism, like, what the fuck is this tournament? And like everybody that knew was like, I mean, we know what the end game is and like how everything spins out of this. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. So
No, I agree with that.
yeah, for me, like the people I want to win this, and just for like a big fuck you, I want Nikki Ash and Doudrop to win. And I know you're like, well, why is that a big fuck you? It's a big fuck you because they'll be facing Sasha and Naomi eventually, and it's a big fuck you to Vince for not doing this match and making it more about something bigger. Like, you get to that match and it's like huge because not only is it their return, but it's for the tag team titles to like unify them. Fuck yeah, that makes more sense. It's like big and it's fucking awesome, and it's like, fuck you, Vince. You didn't want to put this on. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm all for it.
And that aside, like, correct me if I'm wrong, like, as far as this tournament, they're the team that's been together the longest. So, on paper, they make the most sense to win this.
Actually, no. On paper, they fucking suck because, like, yeah, they've been together the longest. Yeah, whatever. They're not the better team. Like, Dakota and Io, better team. Asuka and Alexa are a better team. Like, there's better teams in this. Like I said, the only reason is just a big fuck you to Vince.
Yeah.
And like the way that this is all laid out, if you see it, it all makes sense. And it will make sense like once we get into it, because it's all going to be like, oh, well, this thing connects to this thing connects to this thing, but that's on the Raw side. We'll see how the SmackDown NXT side plays out, but it's still like, yeah, we're still in the rebuilding phase. It's like no one is like really angry about that.
No.
So Raw started off with Control in the ring, and Bayley's cutting this promo, and this is how you know that like this is a whole new realm. Like Bayley fucks up and calls Dakota Kai Dakota Sky, and then she like fixes herself and then curses out the fans for like her mess up. And it was like, well, if this was the Vince routine, we would not have this. So that was fun. So Control is out there, and then Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka come out, and they're like, hey, we're going to whoop your ass. So they lay down the challenge. Castle Attack, they're going to have a match, and it's official. A 6-woman match at Castle Attack. How do you feel about that?
It's all right.
I'm actually excited because like they had a brawl, and the brawl was fucking awesome, and I loved it. Like they just was beating the shit out of each other like after this interview, and it was fucking awesome because Alexa jumped off of something, which is like a rare thing because it's like Lexi doesn't really do stuff like that, and Lexi just jumped off of something like and it's like what? Like this is what's going on here? You're like, oh shit.
She seemed to have fucked up Bianca more so in that shit, but like it was entertaining though.
Yeah, it was really entertaining, and it felt like different. It felt like totally fucking different.
Yeah.
So then we get back to the show, and Seth Rollins takes on Angelo Dawkins. And this is a big fuck you to a lot of people. Because everybody immediately wrote Dawkins off. Like, yeah, like when they break up, Dawkins ain't gonna do shit. Dawkins is gonna suck. Dawkins is shit. Oh, yeah, fuck Dawkins. Dawkins is gonna be the Jannetty of the team. Haha. Yeah, Dawkins suck. Dawkins put on a fucking hell of a match against Seth Rollins. And I know some people be like, oh no, Seth carried. No. Dawkins put his fucking foot down. Dawkins put his fucking foot down. And it was one of those moments where you were like, holy shit, Dawkins is actually really fucking good.
Like he proved himself in that match, in my opinion, yeah.
And Seth beat him with a pedigree. Because Seth tried the curb stomp 11 times and missed every one of them. And he was like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna hit you with the pedigree. He hit him with the pedigree and won. And then after the match, he curb stomped Dawkins. And it's like, okay, this is leading to something. Let's see where this goes. I'm all for it.
My opinion for the match, like him not being able to hit him with the curb stomp during the match, that proves it right there how good Angelo is. You know, he went toe to toe with the Architect or whatever.
Yes. So then we get Edge, Ray, and Dominic in the background, and Edge is begging for forgiveness for Dominic. He's like, yo, I fucked up last week. I'm sorry. Dominic was like, yeah, whatever, and pushed Edge, and like Dominic was ready to fight Edge, and Ray goes, man, I know Edge for 20 years, and Dominic was like, you know me for 25. Like, don't give me that shit. And then he walked off. And I was like, oh my God, they gave Dom character. Like, this is fucking me up. Like, this is fucking me up. Because we had this storyline for months now. For fucking months. We had this whole storyline for months. None of this shit happened on Vince's watch. And I'm not gonna like dick ride Triple H, but like none of this happened on his watch. All of a sudden, we have fucking character development. We have fucking answers for Dominic. It's like, hold up, we're at a whole new level for Dominic. I'm like, wait, this shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. Like, I actually am involved in this. Like, I actually care a little bit. I fucking care.
Yeah, he's actually showing something. Like, it doesn't seem as bland.
Yeah, it's like, it's so much of this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This actually works. This works. So then we went into a fucking promo by Ciampa. And Ciampa said, this is for Harley Race. He brought up Harley Race's name, talked about how influential Harley Race was him and how much Harley Race means. He's got a jacket that he's going to wear. They're dedicated to Harley Race. And this is 3 years to the day of Harley Race dying. And this match is for Harley. And like immediately as he's cutting this promo, it's like this U.S. title match went from just a regular U.S. title match to feeling special U.S. title match. Like it was a chance that Ciampa is going to win. And it's like, holy shit. Like this felt different. It just felt different. Like waiting to go to that match, it felt fucking different. It's like, oh shit. And speaking,
it felt like a big deal.
Yeah, it felt huge. And speaking of big deals, Kevin Owens came out to fight Ezekiel. Kevin beat the fuck out of Ezekiel in 10 seconds. Powerbombed him on the apron like NXT Kevin Owens would. Yelled and walked away. And it was like, oh my God. NXT Kevin Owens is back. And he killed off Ezekiel. Ezekiel's dead now.
I was about to say that he got carried out.
And it was like, holy shit, like Kevin Owens is back. Like D Kevin Owens. And like nothing against Funny Kevin Owens, because Funny Kevin Owens is great, but the fucking killer Kevin Owens is back.
Yes.
It's like, holy shit, this is a thing. So
do you think this is gonna lead anything to Ezekiel, Elias, whatever he's gonna be, new character, whatever, or it's done?
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't give a fuck. I'm not joking, I don't care. And it's not like Elias was always boring to me. Ezekiel, like the only thing good about Ezekiel was Kevin Owens. So like there's nothing really there.
Yeah,
like nothing
it served its purpose.
Yeah, and like there's nothing there for me. So like to me, I just don't care about this guy. Like he hasn't done nothing that made me go, you know what? I actually want to see you come back as something or come back and do something else. It's like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Like I don't care. Like I don't really care. I'm glad that Kevin Owens is back to Kevin Owens, and as far as Ezekiel, I don't really give a shit.
Gotcha.
So then we had Ray versus Finn. And Ray's about to go out there, and Edge is like, yo, I want to come out there, but like I don't want to disrespect you with Dom, so I'm going to stay back here. And Ray's like, yeah, that's fine. So Ray and Finn have this match, and they're going, and it's like, okay, this is a good match. But the whole time I'm thinking, oh, Ray's gonna win, Ray's gonna win, Ray's gonna win. Finn pulled out another upset, and Finn won. I'm like, oh shit, Finn won. But also, Dominic is living out a lot of people's wet dreams of getting his ass beat and carried and just like bullied by fucking Rhea Ripley. Like, and it's so funny because like it was funny because like certain women was like, oh, okay, cool. And all of these guys were like, oh my God, he's living my dream. Oh my God, like that's what I want. And some girls, like a girl actually asked me, was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what is this about? And I'm like, dude, some guys actually like muscle mommies. They're really turned on by muscle mommies. Like strong women turn them the fuck on. Like they make them want, like, just be dominated by a woman. Like it's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with this. And the girls was like, oh wow, this, like, I didn't know it was a thing. I'm like, yes, it's a thing. It's been a thing. It's muscle mommy summer. So like, yeah, it's a huge thing. This isn't something that like somebody just made up and was like, oh, this thing happened. It's like, no, this is actual thing. And this is the thing that scares me about this is like the fact that Triple H was like, no, just go ahead and just do this and let this happen and be on TV and it's a thing and it's like, dude, you know that's like some people's kink right there. And it's like, nah, it's mine. Like, well, that's what fucks me up. It's like they're actually pushing this narrative and letting us watch this. I'm like, okay. So
let's see how he gets beat up next week.
Oh, it's gonna be great. So then we have Dana Brooke and Tamina, and they're in there, and Dana actually says, like, this is what's really funny because like a lot of people immediately was like, why are they a team? They teamed up before, but Dana even said, yo, we fought before. And I know how she is. And I want somebody with me that knows about this championship. It's like, yeah, let's do this. And it's like, oh, well, they explained it. Like, they gave an explainer so people wouldn't be sitting there going, well, why are they together? It was a clear explainer. It was explained. They gave you the answer. They gave you the answer that you was looking for, even though you're just like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, well, that's the thing.
It made perfect sense to me.
Oh, it made perfect sense to a lot of people who actually. Well, see, there's also people who haven't been plugged into the WWE system in a while, and like now they're back because it's like more entertaining and more popping, and like it's getting like people are like remembering what this era of like television could be, and they're like, oh, we're back. And so some of them are just like completely lost, but like the ones who are here and have been here, who tune into the show and criticize it and talk shit every week after week, the fact that a lot of them were just like, yeah, I don't get it. It's like, dude, like, you watched the show, like, yeah, but it's just like, who cares about the 24/7 title? You watched it, so that's what weirded me. That's what weirded me out with a lot of people. Like, you're actually watching this, and I know that you're watching it. You tweet about it every week. So yeah. So they have the match, and it was fucking cool. I'm not gonna say it was awesome because like Dana Brooks and Tamina like weren't holding their own, but like Io and Dakota win, so they're moving on to the next round. So I don't see them going all the way to the end with their championship. I don't see them going to the end. Do you?
No. I like because I didn't think about it all the way through. I actually thought they were going to win the whole thing, but actually, like in retrospect, after what you said, like I say Nikki and Doudrop all the way. So like, because I had them picked first, but nah, they're gonna get screwed somehow, especially with their feud with Alexa and all of them. You know,
that's exactly what I mean. Next week when Alexa and Asuka face Doudrop and Nikki, I expect Control to come out and fuck shit up. I expect that 100%. So they're gonna fuck it up where Nikki and Doudrop get the win, so they go on. Now Alexa and Oscar are out of it. Control's still there. So it's like, okay, it's going to be Control versus Nikki and Doudrop. Oh, wait a minute. Oscar and Alexa have been fucked over. They're saying, no, fuck it. We're going to fuck you out of this. Now Nikki and Doudrop go to the finals. That's how I see this happen.
Yeah, that's exactly the way, and that's exactly the way it's going to happen. So,
yeah. So this was the moment where I knew something was going on. And like everybody else that just wasn't paying attention had no idea, but I knew something was going on. And then like everybody else is like kind of picked up on it, was like, wait, what? So there's an interview with Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is like, I'm back. This is one of the shows like that everybody was watching. So I wanted people to remember who the fuck Kevin Owens was. And like he's doing this, but in the background, there's a car crash and everybody's looking at it. And like you can tell because it's framed perfectly. It's framed perfectly. It's like Kevin in the frame and the car in the background. And it's just like framed perfectly. And it's like, there's no way that was just a coincidence. There's no way that was a coincidence. It's like framed perfectly. And it's like, there's no way. And nobody mentioned it. No one said a fucking word about it. They just kept talking to Kevin. Not even the announcers were like, yo, what happened in the car crash? No one said anything. And I'm like, dog, like, no one's gonna mention this. And like a few of us online was like, so nobody's gonna mention that car crash. Like, it's the thing, like it's right there. And no one said anything. And I like soon as they no sold it and it was just there, I was like, this is playing into something bigger. Okay. Yep. And I just left it at that because I know it. I fucking know it. What say you?
I didn't initially like see it at first. Like I know, like during the interview, like you were like, "What the fuck?" And like I didn't see it. I jumped on Twitter, then I saw it, and yeah, Nikki and Doudrop were there. So like you figured the announcers would have said something. They didn't. So
Doudrop, like fucking Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, and like 5 other people.
Oh, they were there too?
Yes. It was so many people there, and that's what made me go, what the fuck? Because it's like, no one said anything. Like, no one said anything. No one pointed to it. The announcers, no one said anything. And like, soon as they no-sold it, I'm like, part of something. And like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, whatever this is going to take weeks to play out. That's what I thought until like I saw something later on. I was like, this is going to take weeks to play out. And like, that's how I knew that this was like something bigger than what it was.
Exactly. And hypothetically speaking, like say that that was like a real thing that actually happened, they would try their best to cover that from the camera. That would have been clear as day on camera. Even though I missed it because I was paying attention to Kevin, but like a lot of people seen it.
Exactly. So then we get Dom, and Dom's fucked up, and Ray's like, "Yo, man, I'm sorry that I wasn't there." And Dom just no-sold him. He's like, "Yeah, whatever." He was like, "Oh shit." So they did another U.S. title narration thing to set up the Ciampa versus Bobby Lashley match. And Ciampa comes out. They show Ciampa's Instagram with him shouting out Harley Race and dedicating this match. And I was like, that's different. He came out with a Harley Race robe. And him and Bob Lash had a fucking great match. It was so fucking good. The crazy part about this match was so good. And like every time Ciampa was close, you're like, Ciampa's gonna win this, right? No, Bob Lash would reverse something and Bob Lash would come back. And then like as Bob Lash is almost beating Ciampa, you're like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And it just kept happening. Like it was so close. And then when Bob put the Hurt Locker business on Ciampa, everybody, no matter who you were, you literally just were sitting there going, Ciampa's gonna get out of this, right? Ciampa's gonna get out of this. And Ciampa tapped, and everybody's like, wait, what? He tapped? And no one was mad, like, they should have put the title on Ciampa. They should have put the title. No, like Ciampa even cheated, like took the turnbuckle off and everything, and was like, he still lost. And it was like, no one was mad because the match was like extremely good. It's like, damn, this was good.
I'm not mad, but I do feel like Ciampa should have won, but it was a great match nonetheless.
Yeah, I feel that way too because like it like kind of felt like this should happen, but at the same time, like Bob Lash winning and him holding the title and making it feel more and more like prestigious U.S. title, it's like, all right. I mean, I'm not angry at this. I'm not angry at this at all. And one thing that happened that fucking made me smile and laugh during the match, Ciampa puts Lashley in the Gargano escape, and Corey goes, "Sometimes you have to do it yourself." And I'm like, did you really just say that? Did you really just say that? They're in Cleveland, and he said, sometimes you have to do it yourself. And I'm like, he really just said that. He really said that.
I see what you did there.
Yes, and like, I was just like, oh my God, he really did that. He really said that. And it just was a nod and a wink to Johnny, and it's like, I can't believe he really said that. He really said that. But yeah, like that match was just fucking awesome. I'm glad they hyped it up the way it was and made it feel special. And like in the middle of the match, like fucking AJ Styles ran out to beat up fucking Miz, and they just had a little back and forth dumb thing, and you're like, oh, okay. And they announced later on, they're like, oh, they're gonna have a no DQ match. So like, yeah, like that was a great setup to that. But like everything about that was like really good.
Yeah.
And like that was one of them things, like it's like sex, like you nut and you're like, all right, yeah, no, it's time to go to sleep. And they're like, no, we have more show. You're like, oh shit, there's more? Like, fuck.
Round 2.
Yeah, it was like, fuck it. So then we have Almost come out to take on some local talent and Almost kills the local talent. So it looks like they're building up Almost to be the badass monster that he should have been in the very beginning. And I mean, you know, not really my thing, whatever. So whatever. So then they say next week, Matt Riddle is coming back to say something to Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins cuts a promo on Riddle that I was just like, holy shit, like they just gotta let him get away with it? Like he just starts cutting him down. And then he goes, maybe Riddle's gonna flush away his career like he did in the UFC for Dana White. And it's like, whoa. First off, you're not supposed to talk about that. Second off, whoa, you mentioned that and just like got away with it? Oh, fuck this. It just was crazy. Like he just disrespected the fuck out of Matt Riddle. Even though Matt Riddle
too far.
Yeah. Even though Matt Riddle's coming back next week and they're gonna fight and set up for Castle Crisis. It's fine. It's fucking fine. But I just like that was a little low. Like all right. I can't wait to see like how deeper some of these like promos get like under the non-restrictive area. Like let's see how some of this goes. Because this is gonna be fun. And a lot of people are saying this is fun. They're like, no, this whole thing is looking like it's a little bit more fun. So yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Do you think their like next match is gonna have a stipulation in it?
I hope it's like a no DQ match or like something like that.
Yeah.
Cause like it should have something.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
So off of the heels of the triple threat last week, we get Dolph Ziggler versus Chad Gable. Like, so first off, I'm not complaining about this match, and it was going to be a great match no matter what. So they're wrestling, they're tearing it up, and halfway through the fucking match, Jimmy Smits, who looks like Triple H now for some fucking reason, don't know why. Like, he did. He grew his beard, and like he looks like Triple H. I'm like, the fuck? So the middle of the match, Jimmy Smith just goes, Yeah, we're in Dolph Ziggler's hometown. And I'm like, what? Like, he's definitely gonna lose, right? So Chad Gable has the fucking ankle lock on him for like 18 minutes, won't stop. Ziggler finally gets out, catches Chad Gable with the super kick, and wins in his hometown after getting his ass beat for like 5 minutes. It's like, dog, like Ziggler won in his hometown. What the fuck? Like, oh my god, this is a whole new thing.
That rarely happens.
Yes. So then we have Nikki Ash and Doudrop, and they're in the back, and they're talking about their match. And then, once again, we get Alexa and Asuka. And they're talking about their match next week, and in the background, the car is getting towed. The car is getting towed. And it's like, what the fuck? The car is getting towed. And then Control comes up to yell at Asuka and Alexa. And all of a sudden, as they're towing the car, security runs down to the other security and was like, yo, come on. So they run by Alexa and Asuka. And then we see Control, and they walk by, like they leave because they're like, yeah, this is getting crazy. And they walk by AJ Styles, and AJ Styles walks out. So I'm like, nobody's going to talk about the car getting towed and the security, and like, we're not going to address this, right? It's like, no, we're not going to address this. We're just going to leave it as it is and just move on. And I'm like, what is happening?
They kind of did with them looking at it though, like the what the fuck look.
No, they did. They did because they saw the security run by them. That was the talent saying stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody else addressed it. And like, this was the second time. And like, I'm still trying to put this together. I'm like, this is going to something. And when I saw the security run by, I'm like, all right, well, whoever the person is here tonight. And like, when they said this was in Cleveland, I'm like, oh, it's gotta be Johnny. It's gotta be Johnny. But we'll see how that plays out. So then we have the main event, no DQ match, AJ Styles in the Miz, and they're going at it, and they're going. So 5 minutes before the match ends, you can see, like, they're in the ring, they're having this match, they're busting their ass, but you can see one of the security guards tap the other security guard in the front row on the corner and say, yo, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, okay. And that security guard got up and moved, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, it was random. And like, these are things I'm seeing while the match is going on. I'm like, I can see this because it's like right there at the corner, and like the camera is like on AJ Styles, but like you can see like the little sliver of the corner, and you see that happening. You're like, okay, that was kind of weird. And I'm like, okay, well, this is adding to that thing that I was talking about. So AJ finally gets the win. Ciampa comes down. Ciampa gets thrown through the table from AJ, but AJ beats the Miz finally. And 1, 2, 3, as he's doing that, 10 security guards run down trying to grab some guy. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? They grab this guy and like, they're trying to pull him back, and they just rip his mask off because he's got mask on, all black, and he's just subdued. It rips his mask off. And it's fucking Dexter Lumis. And they just pull him back. And it's like, that's how you debut Dexter Lumis. And I loved it.
I didn't see that coming at all. Like, I thought Johnny too.
Like, the funny part was, like, once again, this was one of the things where you're like, yo, I heard that they want this person back. And they're like, yeah, they want Dexter Lumis back. And I'm like, okay, he'll be back eventually. No, he just showed up that day when they said he wants him back. And when they pulled off the mask, I was like, that was unique. That was unique because, like, you don't debut people like that. Like, you give them all kinds of other debuts. This was like a debut. This is like out of a while. And it was like, this was perfect because you didn't see it coming, and two, it was just different. It's like not how you debut people. And it's like, oh, this was perfect. Like, this is different than like anything we've ever seen with like debuts. Like, this is different. I like this. Like, I was all for it.
And the story was told all throughout the show, which I appreciated too. You know,
Yes.
you have to pay attention.
Yeah, and it just fucking worked. Like it fucking worked. It was like one of those things where you're just like, holy shit, like this worked. Like even though Dexter Loomis is not like the fucking greatest character and like the coolest dude, where you're like, oh shit, I'm glad that he's back. The debut was just fucking awesome. It's like, wow, this is a great debut. But like I said, it's not like he's one of those like, oh my god, I can't believe he's back. Yeah, he's back. It's like, nah, it's like the debut was great. Like that's all I can say. Like the debut is great. Like what he does after this is like, whatever. But that debut was great, and then like it made him feel important, special, even though he just exists. Yeah.
That's the part that I'm concerned with, because like in his NXT run, if you remember, like he never spoke. Like all he said was "I do" for his wedding and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if they continue with that and like he doesn't talk, he's gonna need a manager or whatnot. So
I mean that like I'm totally fine with that, but the thing is like this is kind of carrying on his psycho killer stalker type gimmick, and I'm okay with that because like you need gimmicks, and to debut him like that was actually really good. Like so like it all made sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Raw. So now AEW. So this we start off with the casket match, and it's Brody King versus Darby Allin. And Brody comes down to the ring, and fucking Darby, like the lights are out, and Darby jumps on fucking Brody King from there. It's like, what the fuck? And it just was like a full death masturbation match. And somebody in the crowd had a sign, and like I'm angry at this sign, and people are gonna be like, why are you angry at this sign? Because like WWE fans do it. Yeah, but this is why I'm angry at the sign. There was somebody in the ring, and they had a sign, and it said, "Thank you, Papa Khan." And like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way because in WWE, like, and like people online, it's a joking thing where like the wrestlers go, "Thank you, Papa H," because they feel like Triple H is their dad and like he's their wrestle dad, whatever, and that's fine. And I know somebody like you're AEW hating. No, because like the first thing pops in my head when I see somebody say "Thank you, Papa Khan" is "Thank you, Shad Khan," who is Tony Khan's dad, the fucking owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's the first thing pops in my head. I'm like, the fuck did Shad Khan do? That's exactly what's going through my fucking head. It's like, what the fuck did Shad Khan do? Like, I'm literally sitting there in my head, like, watching this match, trying to put this shit together, like, yo, Shad Khan did what? What did he do? What is happening? I scratched my head like 3 times trying to put this together. I'm like, what the fuck did Shad Khan do? What the fuck is happening? And then I realized it was an ironic somebody being a super mark going, yeah, I'm going to do this because, like, the WWE guys go, "Thank you, Papa Khan." So I'm going to go, like, I was like, dude, that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I know somebody's going to be like, no, it does make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, if I would have seen "Thank you, Tony," I would have been like, oh, "Thank you, Papa Tony." I'd have been like, all right, yeah, no, they're talking about Tony Khan. "Thank you, Papa Khan" is literally "Thank you, Shad Khan." So next time, just say "Thank you, Papa Tony." Say that. Like, say "Thank you, Papa Tony." That's fine. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, no, that's cool. You say "thank," trying to figure out what the fuck Shad Khan did. I literally opened my app and was like, all right, what trade did the Jacksonville Jaguars make? I'm literally sitting there doing this because I'm trying to figure out what Shad Khan did. It's literally fucking insane. Like, I was lost for a second. Like, what the fuck did he do? Like the fuck did he sign Tom Brady? What happened? I was so lost. But But then I went to the rationalization. It was like, oh, they're trying to do the WWE thing. I'm like, God damn, dude.
But that is what it sounds like, though. Like, it
Yes.
does sound like they're talking about at Con.
Yes. So we had this death masturbation match. Brody King got busted open. I don't mean just a little bit. Like, he got busted open so bad that when he was down, like, shit was just leaking out of his head. Just like, it's like, oh my God. Like, Darby hit him with a fucking, what is that? Skateboard with thumbtacks. And it's like, dude, like, he was leaking. Like, it was blood all over. You're like, I don't know how you're going to finish this match because, like, it's so much blood, but, like, what the fuck? So then the lights went out. And when the lights went out, you're like, House of Black is going to be here. So we get Buddy Matthews and Aleister Black or Malachi Black. And Darby's like, nah, I'm going to fuck you guys up. So on the other side, Julia Hart trips Darby Allin and was like, haha, gotcha, bitch. So that allowed the fucking House of Black to beat the shit out of him. So they're beating the shit out of Darby. They're fucking him up. And out of that whole thing, nobody realized the casket's closed. Why is the casket closed? The casket was open in the first part. Why is the casket closed? They go to put Darby in the casket, and Sting pops out. So Sting beats fucking Buddy Matthews, beats his ass back, and he stands in the ring with Malachi. He throws the Malachi to back. He's like, yeah. And Sting's face looks a little bit like Malachi's face. So I don't know what that means, but we'll figure that out eventually.
Evil Sting?
I would hope so. So then we get to the end. And Darby chokes out Brody King the way that Darby's been choked out with a chain. Brody King just passes out, plops on the floor, and knocks the casket door closed. So now Brody King lost the match. And it's like, oh, okay. That was an actual clever ending because it took you back to all those times he's got choked out. And now, look, you got choked out and died. Ha. So I like that ending.
Yeah, it was good. Hopefully it's over, though, between them, though, because they've been wrestling, like feuding for a long time.
No, it's not over because, like, I'm going to address the thing later on, but, like, it's not over. And this will probably, like, wind up going to All Out. So we get a Moxie promo. Then we get a Lionheart Chris Jericho. Yes, he shaved his face, has on the tights, has on the fucking black vest, like Lionheart Chris Jericho. And it's Lionheart Chris Jericho talking about what he's going to do later on. And it's like, oh, wow, that's actually you. You went back in time a little bit. Yeah, congrats. And I popped. So this thing online, like, this is what I don't like about people who are not plugged into a lot of things. So Tony Khan said, yeah, we're going to be doing a show that's part, like, it's going to do with an HBO intellectual property. And it's House of Dragons. Like, so when people saw that they're doing a show themed around House of Dragons, which is a Game of Thrones spinoff, everybody just immediately goes, ha, y'all thought that HBO was going to cancel them. Look, they're doing stuff with House of Dragons. Ha, you guys are stupid. I told you dumbass Marks was dumb. All these fucking WWE Marks, and you're idiots. And I'm just like, are you just that fucking stupid? Like, it's not that, like, oh, they're doing this because, like, they're in great standings with HBO. You have the biggest series. I'm not talking about a little series. I'm talking about one of the biggest series in the last 20 years of HBO with a spinoff that's about to start next week. It's starting next week. It's the biggest show. Do you think that they wouldn't go, all right, where can we start promoing this shit? And I know you're probably like, well, if it's so big, it doesn't need any promo. It's a fucking show. You don't know how shows work. They stick this on shit and like, oh, listen, we're gonna throw this here. Here it goes. Like this show is coming out. And that's immediately what I picked up was like, oh, they're working with this because HBO wants to make sure this show is bigger than what happened in season 9, where it was a fucking travesty that fucking died like Vince McMahon created. They want this show back. They want this show back in prominence. So they're like, no, we're gonna promote this every fucking which way we can. Any of our IPs that we own, we're gonna stick this and show you, hey, Game of Thrones new series coming out. Watch it. Watch it. I swear to God, it's not as bad as the last one. Look at it, please. It's not as bad as the last one. I swear to God. You guys won't fucking regret it. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. And like dumbass like fans are like, oh, that means that they're saved. They're saved. Haha. HBO loves them. And it's like, no, you don't understand how the world works. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're a child and it's not plugged in with the fucking entertainment industry. Like, I'm so sorry. Because you're just like immediately going, oh, that means that they love them. And like, I heard from somebody who's actually like plugged in with like the channel and was like, no, this is just like part of the promotion. That's why they did this. It's not like it's a great standing. They said they still have no idea what's going on between AEW and HBO Discovery. So I'm like, so why are all these dumbass fans that have to know nothing literally going, haha, look, they love them. And it's like, y'all are so fucking stupid. But whatever. That's the same thing that happened with Shark Week, and it's still on the verge of getting canceled. Also, if you really think that like they're not on the verge of getting canceled, they're about to cancel Batman 2. It's literally one of the biggest properties that they about to have, and they're like, nah, fuck it, it's over. Like, so you can't tell me that like fucking AEW isn't in jeopardy. Like there's no fucking, and I don't mean jeopardy of fucking dying. I mean jeopardy of being on the channel. Like, this is the problem. Like, you guys are just like, oh, this little one stupid thing is helping. No, AEW is in jeopardy. So this is like I've been saying, and I said last week, Tony Khan needs to shop around and make sure there's more suitors to be like, yo, we want this. So there's a fucking failsafe, because there's no guarantees with fucking Discovery HBO. If they're gonna ask fucking Batman 2, which was like a big revenue owner, like, there's no way that they're keeping fucking AEW. Like, I'm sorry, AEW is not earning that much points for them. So Tony Khan find another channel, and we're all just gonna go to that fucking channel and sit there and go, oh, this is great. No one's like, that's what fucking bothers me. It's like, you tribalistic bastards are literally sitting there going, like, we're still safe. No one's safe over there. I don't fucking get it.
They're not safe until the network or whoever's in charge says so. You know what I mean? Once you get the word in, even then you're probably still not safe. But that's, you know, the closest thing to being safe.
Yes, like I said, like, to be honest, like, I'm not joking. Like, if I was Tony Khan, I would literally look for somebody else and be like,
yeah,
yo, this is it. And like, even if they come to us with like a deal, like, yo, we want you. No, we're going with this other thing. This is too unstable. Like, everything that you just eviscerated out of nowhere, even your like great properties, I don't trust you. Like, I would not trust Turner Broadcasting and go to a whole nother media. Like, I don't trust you. Like, I don't fucking trust you. Like, everything that's got fucking canceled in the last fucking months, it's like, no, I don't trust you. I don't trust you at all.
I would abandon ship. Fuck that.
Yeah. And I know people to be like, well, but I can guarantee that they could go somewhere and find some good money. So, like, do not be those people.
Yeah. AEW's not gonna die. They should go to another channel.
Yeah.
Get axed, you know?
Exactly. So then they set up the AEW Trios tournament. So on one side we have House of Black versus the Dark Order. And just like, all right, cool, that's great. Then we have the Trust Busters, which is Parker Boudreaux, friend of the show, and Ari Daivari, who's very, like, this is very strange. And I know everybody that listens to the podcast goes, no, it's fine. No, it's very strange. And his name is Ari Daivari. It's like, for years, I've been calling him Ari Daivari on this fucking podcast. Now he decides to call himself Ari Daivari? No, it's cool. It's real fucking cool. Yeah, I've been calling you Ari Daivari, and now you just want to go, all right, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. And they're going to take on the best friends. But it's cool, Ari. It's cool. It's cool. And then on the other side, we have Triangle de la Muerte versus Will Ospreay and Ozzy Open. One thing that sticks out about that is that match cannot happen for 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks, they're going to have that match. And I know people are like, why can't it happen in 3 weeks? Will is still in the G1, and he is kind of technically still alive. We're going to talk about that in a few. And then we have Andrade, Rush, and Dragon Lee versus the Young Bucks and
Redacted.
Yeah. And it's so funny because, like, we've been running this narrative into the ground. We've literally ran this narrative so much that everybody that we've come in contact with are now on this whole train with us and going, yeah, no, this is exactly what's going on. To the point last night when things got kind of revealed, they were like, oh, well, you know, We Are Wrestling been saying that for a while. And I'm like, yeah, fucking right, yeah.
Yep.
But
it's exactly the way, like, we said.
Yes. So then we have Los Ingobernables, or whatever they're called in AEW, versus Penta and Phoenix. This match was a match, and like one point, Penta gets his mask tied up in a double knot, and they made sure to say it's a double knot. So when he went to go break up the pin, his mask came off. So they're beating his ass. Dude, Abel throws another mask in. Fucking Andrade was like, no, get this mask out of here. Throws it in the fucking crowd. The fans are chanting to throw it back. The dude who caught it in the crowd's like, yo, I'm taking this on my kids. Fuck y'all. And never threw it back. And we're like, oh, what the fuck? So Rush and Andrade get the win. And it's like, oh, they beat them. The match is over. Oh, okay. I honestly expected more. I expected more, like more of a challenge or something. But like when it was over, it was like, oh, okay. So
like it's so anticlimactic to me.
Yes. So then we get one of the best parts of the show to me, because we get Brandon Cutler with fucking Young Bucks, and they go talk to the Dark Order and Hangman, and they start apologizing to Hangman, and they literally start running down shit that, like, immediately as they're running it down, everybody that always goes, oh, they're great, should be like, you know, like, you're kind of a dick for that. And I know it's like storyline, but like, you're kind of a dick in storyline, and somebody be like, well, they were heels. They were on the verge of turning faces back then. So like, yeah, don't spare me. Like, spare me. Cause
I think he like legit actually, like, by he, I mean Matt, actually said they were dicks.
No, he literally said, maybe we are everything that everybody says online. Like, he literally broke down the way. The funny thing about it is, literally verbatim, the shit that I always say about them, he literally said out of his own fucking mouth that people online think about the Young Bucks, because that's how I feel about them. And it's like, yeah, like, that's true. And then he goes to Hangman, was like, yeah, like, when you won, we wanted to congratulate you, but we felt bad, so we didn't. So we want to say something now. And it's like, Hangman was like, nah, it's cool. You didn't do that, but these motherfuckers did. They had my back. They came to congratulate me. The fucking Dark Order. And I will ride for them. You know what? I don't want to be in the trio tournament because I don't want to go up against them, because they're going to be in it. And I'm going to be in their corner. So I'm sorry that you want me to be their partner. And I'm just like, that's one of the coolest fucking things he said, because he put them on blast like, yo, y'all want to be friends with me now, But when shit was going down, you just was like, no, these motherfuckers had my back. You guys were like, no. You just like didn't because your pride and your ego. And like they even kind of addressed some of the bullshit that like we have been talking about and like people on the internet have been saying is going down backstage with the way that the Young Bucks are and the way that they are fucking drunk with power and shit. Like they addressed it and like literally put it out there, and it's like, yeah, like no, yeah. And then the Bucks like walked up and was like, Brandon Cutler was like, yeah, maybe I should be it. And they told him to shut up. He's like, no, shut the fuck up. And they walked off, and like people who wasn't clued in, all of a sudden got clued in, was like, oh shit, that means Kenny's coming back. And it's like, dog, as soon as they said the trios title was coming back, we literally said on the podcast, Kenny and the Bucks trios title all out. We said that. And
listen to us.
No, they listen, but like they don't fucking put it in their memory banks. Because Ari Daivari listened and put it in his fucking memory bank to fucking change his name, but like it's cool. So, but then we
the Hangman thing though, right? He probably feels as which like the storytelling thing. He probably feels as which you only want to be my friend because you need me right now. Yeah, man, you need a partner. You ain't got nobody else. That's probably how that's going.
It's true though. Like they only like, yeah, like we need you because we don't have anybody and we want to do this. And it's like, and it feels like you had so much time to ask them and you didn't. And it's like you're not getting that reunion right now. No. Like it's gonna happen. It's just not right now.
Not right now, no.
So then we had Luchasaurus come out and face Anthony Hendry. He beat the shit out of him. And Jungle Boy was on commentary. I lied to you not. That match was like a minute, but that whole time he was on commentary, I don't remember Jungle Boy saying a motherfucking word. I don't remember saying shit. So after Luchasaurus wins, Christian gets on commentary. I mean, not commentary, backstage, and he's talking shit about Jungle Boy. And Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus come to get him. And Luchasaurus just starts beating up security. And then he hits Pat Buck and knocks Pat Buck out. And Jungle Boy was like, dog, chill. And Luchasaurus felt bad. So then we had God's favorite jackass, Miro. And Miro's talking about, God, what have you forsaken me? I want to fight. And then fucking Julia Hart comes up to him and touches him and goes, maybe you should come to the House of Black. Miro goes, don't touch me. Only one woman could touch me. You tell the House of Black that I will live with their gift. And I thank them. And he just walks off. And like, to me, it felt like he kind of was hinting at joining the House of Black. But then again, to me also, it's like, nah, that's not what's happening. He's going with Sting and Darby, and like they're gonna face House of Black. So, yeah.
Like he's probably gonna be like them, but not join them. Like he's gonna show his evil side, I guess. You know, like he's gonna embrace it, but not join them.
Something like that, because he's definitely joining Sting and Darby.
Yeah.
So then we get something that was really fucking funny. So we get Powerhouse Hobbs in the back, and QT Marshall and the faction is like, yo, we gonna handle your Ricky Stark problem. And Hobbs is like, dog, I don't need you to handle my problem. I got this. Chill the fuck out. And he just left. I was like, oh shit. So then we get, for no fucking reason, Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and Sanjay Butt. And they're out here and they're like, Wardlow, we want to face you. We want this title match. Ha ha. We're gonna beat your ass. And Wardlow literally comes out in anger and grabs the mic and goes, you want to challenge me for the title? Fine. All right, you got the match. And goes out there to beat their ass. And it's like, dog, like he literally just walks out and says, no, you got the match. They put on this whole fucking dumbass show talking about how they want this fucking title match. He comes out and is like, no, you got it. Come on, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like, just no chill. And it's like, dog, like, you see this man, he just comes out.
He said, fuck that.
Right? And then as he's coming out, the fucking FTR is like, no, we coming out with you to, like, help you beat their ass. Because it was a 3-on-3 thing. They're like, no, we got you. So they come out and, like, they all have titles. And it's like, damn, the Pinnacle. Everybody in the Pinnacle has titles. And I know somebody's going to be like, wait a minute, but blank and blank don't have titles. Blank is dealing with a baby situation. Other blank, I'll address that later. So Wardlow and FTR run them off. So then we get in the back and we get 2.0 and Andrew Tate and Anna Jay. And they're back there and they're just talking shit. And Anna Jay does her thing. I'll choke you out and choke somebody out. And it's like, once again, Muscle Mommy Summer is a thing. So, you know.
It's on all shows now, so it's all good.
Yeah. So we get the battle of the tag team partners, Ricky Starks versus Aaron Solo. And this match was so funny because it literally went 2 minutes and Ricky fucked Aaron Solo up and got the win. And I was like, dog, like you just did that to your friend like that? Like you just fucked around and fucked him up like that? So
I appreciated the photos they showed and whatnot. Cause I heard of them being in team, but I never like actually seen it. So I appreciated actually seeing all that.
Yeah, that was cool. So then the faction tried to come down and beat up Ricky Starks. And I'm like, oh, somebody's going to come help Ricky Starks. Fucking Ricky Starks beat up the faction. And then as the rest of them were coming to get him, he hopped the railing and left. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. And Hobbs is in the back, and Hobbs is mad. So he takes the damn TV off the wall, throws it on the fucking floor. I'm like, God damn, dude.
Oh, that?
Yeah, so then we get the Ass Boys. The Ass Boys is in the back with their dad, and Stokely halfway comes up, offers him a card because Stokely wants to manage the Ass Boys. And so the dad says, no, I got you guys a match on Friday, and it's against Danhausen and his bearded friend. And everybody was like, who's his bearded friend? And like, I knew that it was Eric Redbeard. Because I was trying to figure out all day why Eric Redbeard was backstage in AEW, and apparently that was it.
Okay.
So then we had the Truth Busters meeting up with Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends, and they basically set up a match for Rampage. So I was like, all right, it was a one-on-one match, so. But it still plays into their triple threat match. I mean, their 6-man title match. So then we had Madison Rayne versus Jade Cargill. And I know people are like, were you like this? It wasn't good. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. And I'm like, okay. And once again, this is one of the things where I'm like, you have power, which means you can do whatever you want type thing. But also, Madison lost, so Jade's posing, and Athena poses right behind her and starts beating her ass. So Athena and Jade Cargill, a match that should have been, like, literally 3 or 4 months ago, this match should have been happening for the TBS title, but like, nah, fuck it, we're just going to keep procrastinating, whatever. So
you're probably waiting for her to reach a bigger number, like such 40. I'd prefer 50, but that's probably waiting too long. So
it waited too long when it was 30. Like 30 should have been like when she challenged Athena. Like even if she would have beat Athena, like it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter. It's just too much. So then we get in the back and we have Thunderstorm, and we find out that Chris Statlander is injured. And now Tony Storm is now the number one contender because now it's going to be Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa for the title. And it's like, we kept saying that this looked like this was going to happen, and it just like so dumb that it was taking so long to get to, and it was like, no, it's gonna happen. And but
No, I was gonna say I didn't like the backstage segment. Like, yeah, we're friends now, but I don't want to face you, but we have to do what we gotta do. Like, I'm paraphrasing, but that's more or less like kissing each other's ass. And I'm like, you do know y'all faced each other before, right?
no, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Like, not even joking. That's exactly what happened. Then we find out next week, Bryan Danielson is going to take on Andrew Tate in a 2 out of 3 falls match. In a Dragons match. The Dragon Slayer versus the American Dragon. I'm like, okay. So then we had Lionheart Chris Jericho with old New Japan footage of Lionheart Chris Jericho getting ready to face Jon Moxley. So they have a match. They're both busted the fuck open, bleeding. It was an alright match. And then Jericho loses to Moxley. So then the rest of the Jericho Jerk-Off Society shows up. And then the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club shows up. They're fighting. And then they're outmatched for like one person. And then the music hits and it's CM Punk. Punk's back. And Punk beats up people. And Punk stands face to face with Moxley. And him and Moxley set for All Out. Now, that immediately brings up what I said about fucking Pinnacle. What I said about the Pinnacle. Remember what I said about the Pinnacle earlier when I was like, yeah, all of the Pinnacle have belts. All of the Pinnacle has titles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I said Shawn Spears has stuff to do. Shawn Spears has stuff to do. So he's not there. Which leaves one person, MJF. Mm-hmm. I know you're like, how does he factor into all of this? What did I tell you the day that he fucking lost the fucking CM Punk? He's going to take on CM Punk and take that title from CM Punk and become the biggest fucking heel in the business. He's not going to be the biggest heel anymore because people want him back and they're going to be so happy he's back. But he's going to screw Punk over and take the title. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm all for it because it's going to make him a big asshole and it's going to be, like, so fucking cool. So, and a lot of people some people totally forgot about MJF. And I'm like, nah, he's going to be it all out. And they're like, no, I don't think so. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. No, he's going to be it all out. Like, I feel like that's going to be the end. Punk is going to finally get his title back. Punk's going to be the champion. Punk's going to be standing there with the belt over his head and cheering in Chicago. In Chicago, his hometown. It's right there. And boom, MJF's going to hit the ring, fuck him up. This is what I want. I want MJF to fuck him up, lay him out, and take the title. I don't want him to, like, beat him for the title right away. And just, like, I want him to literally take the title. And Punk's going to be pissed, like, yo, this is my belt. I've waited to come back and defend my belt and become the true AEW champion. And I don't even have my belt. Give me my belt, you little bitch. And MJF's going to run off with the belt. And you're not going to see him for a while. And to the point that, like, Punk's going to want the belt back so bad that Punk's going to, like, go find him. They're going to get in a fight. We're going to set this whole thing up for Full Gear. And fuck, here we go. And it's going to make everybody it's going to make everybody happy. And I fucking love it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Personally, I didn't think like MJF in the picture. So, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing. He's so far gone that he's in nobody's thought process. And like, people are like, yo, I miss MJF. He's so far gone that it's like, it's perfect to stir up a problem. It's great. So NXT happened and we had Nikita Lyons take on Kiana James because Kiana James has been fucking with her for like weeks, and now we're having this match finally. And it's like, all right, cool, we're having this match. Didn't really care about this match. Nikita wins, but then after the match, she still gets hit by fucking Kiana James because she had a laptop in her pocketbook, and she's like, "Ha, bitch, I win!" And it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, all right. So then we have Diamond Mine with their new person, Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews is like, yeah, like watching tapes with him, like, yeah, we love watching tapes with people. And then Roddy comes in and Roddy's like, yo, you can't be watching tapes with him. What about me? And they're like, you weren't here. I was just proving a point. And they're like, what point were you proving? That you could do it by yourself. They're like, we always did it by ourselves. What are you talking about? And Apollo Crews is like, yo, you don't need him. So Roger Strong's like, no, man, we're going to fight later. And it's like, okay. Like, I'm just so confused. I'm like, Roger Strong did nothing. Like, he did nothing to, like, sell his case. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
And, like, he's angry for no reason.
Yeah. So then we had a backstage with Lash Legend and one of the BBC, and she's talking to him and trying to get him to. I see what she was trying to be part of her team, and they kind of were like whatever, which we'll get into that later. But like it was a kind of whatever thing. So then we had a boxing/wrestling match with Wesley and Trick Williams. It was a round by round thing. Somebody got knocked out. Somebody got pinned. Somebody got pinned again, and then the match was over. It was like a 2 out of 3 fall type thing, but like it didn't. Like it was very convoluted and not sense making. It was entertaining, but like it wasn't like very structured in a winnable thing. You understand what I mean?
No, I totally got you because I feel like it was supposed to be boxing mixed with wrestling, which companies had done that before. But correct me if I'm wrong, they only had one boxing round. Like the rest was wrestling.
No. That's the thing because this happened with Johnny B. Bad and Arn Anderson. It was a boxing round, a wrestling round, and then like another round where it was like mixed.
Okay.
Because like that's how it was. It was like one round was boxing, one round was wrestling, and one round was mixed. But it was only a 3-round thing. And like if you won 2 out of the 3 wins, like you won the match. So yeah, it was just like this was just a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we had a backstage Chase U thing, and I think her name is Ariana Grace. I have to get her name right because I got yelled at that I wasn't saying her name. Her name is Ariana Grace. So she was in the back and she was with Chase U, and she's telling them, I'm going to sue you because look what happened to my nose because last week. And Thea Hale walks in, and Thea Hale is like, yo, I didn't mean to do it. So Chase is like, no, I'm going to give you a match against her. So you two have to fight. And fuck it. Yo, this girl is too powerful. She's too powerful. She fucking starts shaking Chase's hand, and his fucking arm almost comes off. She's too powerful and too hype. Thea Hale. She needs to relax a little bit.
She kind of matches though with him though, because like when I forgot her name, but when she mentioned suing and whatever, he got Ariana Grace, sorry. Like he got pissed, like typical him, like cursing and whatever. Like fuck out of here, you're gonna wrestle. Who the fuck you think you are? I think he legit said, who the fuck you think you are?
Yep. So then we have Mello call out Nathan Frazier. So he's calling out Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier's entrance goes off, but Giovanni Da Vinci is like, no, it's going to be me. It's going to be me and you, and we're going to face each other for this title next week at Heat Wave. And I'm not angry because it's Giovanni Da Vinci who can wrestle his ass off. versus Mello, who can also wrestle his ass off. So yeah, it's gonna be a great match.
Yeah.
So then we got a Braun Breaker and JD McDonough thing where they're just talking shit about each other. They want to fight. And next week in Heatwave is gonna be on, and there's no stopping us. And it's like, okay, I mean, it was like I really tuned out because it didn't matter. So then we had another BBC and Lacey Lane. I mean, not Lacey Lane. Lash Legend, and they're still talking to her, trying to get her to be on their side, but whatever. It's like, okay, like I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to get a tag team, and the tag team she winds up with is like, it doesn't seem like it fits, but like we have to see how this works.
Yeah.
So then we have
weird.
Yeah, we have Thea Hale versus Ariana Grace. And Ariana Grace picks up the win. She picks up the win. So that's crazy. Then we have Apollo Crews. Apollo's angry. And he's walking to the ring. And he has one of those metaphorical shadows. And in the shadow, everybody from Diamond Mine got murdered. It's like, okay. I'm expecting that to happen, but like then after the match, it was like none of that happened. Okay. So
the trick to that is like not if it's gonna happen, but when. So like that might be like a next week thing or the week after.
Okay.
Next week is a heat wave. It might happen next week.
Okay, we'll see. Then we had a backstage thing where Solo Sikoa is healing up, and what is his name? Cameron Grimes comes in. Cameron Grimes is like, "Hey man, listen, keep your head up." And Solo said something to him, and Cameron Grimes didn't seem to like it, and then he just walked off. So it was like, okay, whatever.
I thought he was gonna attack him.
That's what I thought too, but like I don't know where the fuck this is going. Like everything about this is just like off, and it's like, what the fuck? Like we know Cameron Grimes is gonna wind up with the Dyad or the Schism or whatever the fuck they are. It's like, yeah, we know it's gonna happen. So it's like, yeah, we really don't give a fuck about that.
I love if they have like a third name. I'm just saying.
Listen, I would not be surprised because like it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have Apollo Crews versus Roderick Strong. Great match. Apollo wins, but like I said, great match. So BBC and Lash Legend are still arguing, and then Pretty Deadly shows up. And Pretty Deadly is talking about how cool Lash Legend is. BBC's like, yeah, man, whatever. Who cares? So that leads to a fucking tag team match. And it's like, okay, they're gonna have a tag team match later. So then we get Santos Escobar and fucking Tony D'Angelo. And they're talking. And they set up a match for next week. If Escobar loses, he gets kicked out of NXT. If he wins, he gets Legado del Fantasma back. Okay. So we have the TikTok Toxic Tag Team against Rita Reyes and her partner, and Sangha is telling them, hey, you guys should go for the tag team titles eventually. Haha. All right, cool. So then we see Roddy and Diamond Mine, and he's like, why did you guys come out there and help me? He's like, dog, you didn't help us. The fuck we gonna help you for? I mean, but you should help me, right? No, what the fuck are we helping you for? Fuck off. All right. That's how it feels. Like, fuck off. Whatever.
I'm the leader, damn it.
Like, it was so stupid. It's like, you've been screwing them the whole time. Now you're like, no, help me when I'm getting screwed. No. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Rocky was not paying attention.
No. The funny part, before he walked in, they were watching footage of, I want to say it was last week's match.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Julius caught something, but he broke, Roderick, broke the laptop and whatever, so he wouldn't get caught. So it's something fishy there. We all
Yep.
know like Roderick's gonna turn on them eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Like how and when and what what's gonna happen.
Right. So we had Tiffany Stratton, and she gets attacked by Wendy Chu with night vision goggles for some reason. I don't know. It happened. I don't know why. It happened. Dude, I was just kind of confused. Like, why did that happen? So then that's it. We had Pretty Deadly versus the BBC. And Pretty Deadly winds up winning and beating the BBC. And Brooks and Jensen comes out. They get their ass beat. The girl with Brooks and Jensen gets her ass beat. Now Lash Legend is part of Pretty Deadly. And that's weird to me also. So Cameron Grimes is leaving. And this dude, I don't know who this dude is. Like, I want to see him wrestle because this is the third time he fucked with Cameron Grimes. And as Cameron Grimes is leaving, the Schism shows up and they're like, hey, why don't you just be with us, brother? And he's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Brother, come on, you should be with us. Yeah, it's us. And he was like, I don't want to be with us. I just want to be alone. Okay. And he walks off and it's like, okay, well, that's the thing. He left. Good for him.
So, what if there's like a weird plot twist in that? Like, because he's gonna join, but what if there's a weird plot twist?
That would be cool. So then we get Extraction rerun. JC and Gigi out at the bar and record store doing stuff and being cool and trying to change their image. And it's like, oh, we're about to have a new rebrand. Awesome. So then we have Grayson Waller talking shit to Apollo. And Apollo's like, come on, fight me. And he's like, no, I'm a bitch. And he walks up. I'm not joking. That's literally how I felt. He's like, no, I'm a bitch. And he just left. I'm like, you bitch. So then we get to the main event. And Mandy Rose is out on commentary. And then we have Zoe Starks versus the new, darker friend of the show, Cora Jade. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's see how this works. So this match was pretty good.
It's the Generation of Jade, the Era of Jade, like
the
that?
Generation of Jade.
Oh, okay.
So the match is going, and like at one point the ref gets distracted, and Cora's going for the kendo stick, and she's not looking. She reaches. She's like, I know I put it here. I'm reaching, and she reaches for it, and Roxy has it, and she's like, haha, got the stick. You can't hit her. She's like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, haha. And Zoe catches Cora in the Zoe flippy knee thing. And 1, 2, 3, Zoe wins. And then Roxy runs off Cora. They run off. And Mandy gets in the ring. And I'm not going to lie. I looked down for a second. I looked up. I thought she had on no pants. I was like, what the fuck? How are you allowed? Oh, those are just like tan colored pants. And she got her ass beat too. So now Zoe Starks looks like she's going to be champion. And yeah, okay. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. So yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, the G1 thing, like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like we're still very far off from the ending, but very close to the ending. There's been like some really cool, funny stuff. Like Zack Sabre Jr. beating Evil by screwing Evil at his own game, which was fucking hilarious. Zack had a fucking young boy dress up as him to come out. And the young boy stood there and got his ass beat by Evil for about 10 minutes. Then Zack showed up, pulled Evil into the ring, pinned him 1, 2, 3 for the win. And it was like, oh my God, somebody finally out House of Torture, the House of Torture. It was fucking great. And one of my favorite matches in the tournament, and nobody can tell me otherwise, was Jonah versus Okada. And it was because of how everything played out. This match was so good, but towards the end, the last 10 minutes, it fucking went up to like a million. Because you know the Japanese fans, they can't fucking yell, cheer, they can only fucking clap. And Jonah and Okada start going at it at the last few minutes, and fucking Jonah catches Okada in a power bomb. You literally hear the crowd just gasp, and you're like, okay, well, yeah, they can gasp. They gasp, but then they start fucking cheering, and you're like, wait, what? They just didn't give a fuck, because it was a moment in time Jonah beat Okada, and it was just like a fucking moment in time that like they totally forgot. They're like, yeah, oh shit, we're not supposed to do this. And it was one of those fucking crazy moments, because it's like, this was such a great, intense match. And like, I didn't even realize that the crowd came alive until after it was over. And I was like, oh shit, they wasn't supposed to do that. Holy fuck, that's how crazy it was. It was such a great fucking moment. It was a great moment. And it looks like Naito is probably going to wind up winning this. And I said it before, and it's like getting more and more apparent. It's just so like, it's so much cool stuff that like been happening. Jay White's been a dick. Like, they had a fucking 6-man tag match, and like him and Will Ospreay had an interaction, and Chris pointed out something that I didn't even fucking know. Chris was like, yeah, you know that Will Ospreay and Jay White hasn't had a match in over 4 years. I'm like, what? Like, no, like it had to happen. And I went back and was like, wait a minute, they haven't had a match in 4 years. They're like, no, they haven't had a match in 4 years. So Jay is walking and like he's doing his entrance, and like the fucking announcer is saying his name, and he's in the ring, and Ospreay grabs the title, like just grabs the title as Jay's walking by. Jay literally stopped what he was doing, turned around to the announcer, told the announcer to shut the fuck up. He's like, shut up. The announcer's literally in the middle, like, Jay, he's like, shut up. He turned back around to Ospreay, looked him in his eyes, and was like, you gonna let my belt go, bitch? And Ospreay was like, yeah, I'm gonna take it from you. He's like, no, you're gonna let my belt go right now. Until he let go of the belt. And when Ospreay let go of the belt, Jay turns around, looks at the announcer, was like, you can finish. And gets up on the ring and poses with the belt. I'm like, yo, this man is just, he's too powerful. He's too fucking powerful. Jay White is fucking powerful. He's fucking great. And El Phantasmo and Juice Robinson on the same faction, the Bullet Club, they came out. This match was so good, and like it had the fans into it. They're both fucking heels, but they had the fans into it because of this. So they came out. They're both on the same faction, and they're like, all right, cool. Like, we're gonna do a dumb match. They literally was doing slow wrestling. Like, I don't mean just like slow wrestling, like slow comical wrestling, like what people think like the WWE style is like out for real. So like they were doing that, and people was like, what the fuck? And like it was jokingly like going, like it was fucking hilarious to me because they were being dicks about it. And then it got fucked up when Juice like pushed ELP for real, and ELP was like, yo, chill the fuck out. And then they start wrestling, and Juice kept cheesing to hit him with a chair. He kept teasing to hit him with a chair. He fucked him up on the outside. He fucked ELP up. And the fans started to get on ELP's side. He was like, they was cheering for him. And like Juice like pushed ELP to the edge so much that ELP got a chair in the ring. And he was so angry. And he just threw the chair and it hit Juice. And the ref was like, oh my God. The ref goes, I have to disqualify you. And ELP was like, what? He was like, you could do it outside, but you can't do it in the ring. And the ELP's like, no. And the fans is like, no. Because it was just like so right. And they're like, no. And ELP got screwed out of the match. And everybody in the crowd was literally like, "Oh my god, no!" Because ELP just like through match turned into like the favorite, and he just like had this small, just like dumb thing. Where he's like, "Fuck!" And he's like, "No!" And everybody was like, "No!" Even the fucking announcer was like, "No, no!" Like, what? You can do it outside. You can't do it inside. Oh my god! It was so good. Like the G1 has been great. Like it's been great. But yeah,
ELP fucked itself over.
just totally by accident. So that's that. Triple H is looking to bring back two people that like I don't know how this works without the third person. Like I'm not even joking. Like he wants to bring back fucking what is his name? AJ Francis and Shanti Diadonis. He wants to bring them both back, but there's no reason for that. Like there's no reason for that. Like if there's no swerve, there's no reason. Like why are you bringing them back with no swerve? Like there's no hit row without swerve. None of that matters.
There isn't, but build up the tag team division, I guess. Because they would have been a tag team if they would have been there all along. They would have been a tag team anyway, right?
Yeah, they would have. No, it would have been Swerve because like Vince wanted to put Swerve in a tag team when we said that it should have been Ashanti Diadonis and fucking this guy. And it's like but like yeah, like I hope they can do something with him. Like I'm not gonna lie, some questionable bringbacks like have me going, well, why? Like the Karrion Kross one, the Dexter Lumis one, and now these two, and it's like it's good that you're bringing back a lot of people. It's good that a lot of things are happening, but it's like some of these are just like why? And I know that he's sitting there and like waiting for certain people to like either answer their phone or from a joke tweet that I seen that like I 100% take serious after that win that Jonah had against Okada and seemed like a huge star. I'm not surprised if Jonah's phone starts ringing with a fucking Connecticut area code. But I just, like I said, I don't know some of these people that are getting call-ups and callbacks. I'm not saying like, oh, they're great. He could make them great. I don't know. But like, some of them are sussy. And I feel like either he's waiting for his like huge picks to drop or whatever. But we'll see.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Might work, might not work, but at least you try.
Exactly. So this is the end of the podcast. Anything you want to say?
Nada.